welcome to Doki Doki Precure. I've been kind of, slacking on this lately, and this time I brought a guest along with Kara.
Hi.
Yep. And we've been tagging kind of this series here and there on Metanorn. It's, it's an interesting series for me so far. And this episode's going to cover 11 through 17, but we're trying to keep it too long. It's like a lot of episodes to get through. And I guess a breakdown to like the episodes. It's been ranging from like power-ups, new characters introduced. I know with the episode like 12, we get lots of with Mana, and she's teaching someone how to be like a student council president like her. And like 13, we have a rival with Alice, which is kind of interesting. 14, we had like Rika. She was playing Karuto. It was kind of interesting. I bet you probably like that one. And 15 is like another power-up, which is kind of known Precure. They always get either one or two power-ups in their whole series. And 16, 17 is kind of more like world building with more of the selfish people. You get the new character Regina. She appears. She's like a blonde girl. And yeah, 17 we just aired recently, and that's more about Queen Angie and where she comes from, and the blonde guy named Joe, and they find out he's the fiance of the queen, which is kind of weird. So with that in mind, what do you think of this new Precure series so far? And how does it stack against maybe like small Precure of last season for you, Kara?
Well, it started off like really, I guess, random. Like compared to Smile 2, like both of them started off with really random things. The only other Precure that really comes to mind... Okay. Let me just figure out what I'm saying. Go on, Fosh.
Oh, no problem. Well, for me, it's like a little bit of Smile, and like you said, it's not... The story isn't maybe not as random. It's part of why I like the new one so far. And for older ones, I've seen a little bit of fresh Precure, and it's kind of... It's taken a lot from that series. I know I've talked to Grizzly Bear on Twitter, and he compares Doki a lot to Fresh Precure on his posts. As for like for Smile last season, I kind of feel Smile is maybe more of a comedy Precure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's definitely, well, the more recent episodes, there's more of a storyline, but like compared to Sweet, like this is just all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's true. I've seen a little bit of Suit, and I've seen a little bit of the original, and all Heart Catch, and yeah, this one's, I would probably rank it maybe, of what I've seen, maybe third or fourth. It's definitely getting a little like slower with the story, but they're getting there now.
Yeah, with the new character, it's definitely picking up.
Oh yeah, with Regina's entrance, it's kind of puts a little more energy in the series for me anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I like with Miyuki from Smile. She's like hyper and everything. I like that. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, they all became friends really quickly, so there's no... Regina just adds more to the story, I think.
Yeah, and her being a villain character, it's funny watching her in like episodes like 16, 17, and 13 when she first appears. You're like, okay, who's this character? Because she's almost dressed like a Precure for me. I was like, okay, this is weird. And she's so friendly with everyone. I'm like, that's kind of unusual for me. Because we're used to these bad guys being a little intimidating at first, but this one's just a kind of oddball. And I guess my next question would be, what do you think has gone through the most character development in these little bit of, like short episodes here we've had?
Definitely not Mana, because she's just the same as always. Probably, I'd say Makoto. She's gone from being a loner and she's joined the group, so I'd say that's the most anyone's changed.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel the same way. Mana's more, she kind of is the same. She just does whatever she wants. She's very helpful. But often, she runs into these trouble where she kind of doesn't think things through. Like, becoming friends with Regina, for instance, is like, she kind of accepts her friendship way too fast. And that makes, like you said, Makoto kind of like, I don't really like that idea, because she's an enemy. That type of thing. And I know with Makoto, she's always taking her job as a Precure like serious. That's like #1 priority for her. And finding the queen and all that. Well, like, I feel like her friendship with the girls is kind of like she doesn't really want to be friends with him right now. She's kind of focused on her own goals right now.
Well, I'd say
nice. Go ahead.
I think she still wants to be friends, but you know, definitely more than the start of the series, at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. At the start, like you were saying, she was by herself, doing things by herself. Now she's part of a team. She's kind of like, you know, still trying to find her place in that team, I guess.
Yeah.
Because often, like with Rika, I think she's gone through a little bit of development, probably the most of anyone so far, because they had episodes with her and she's kind of butting heads with Makoto, like thinking that, oh, you're gonna take Mana away from me, and getting all jealous. So that to me was kind of interesting, and also with, I guess, episode 14 with her going from, I guess, her mom wants to be a doctor, and she's kind of like wanting to do her own thing with playing karate for a while. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And like, maybe like Alice, I think she's probably gone through like the late least. She doesn't really get much screen time. And everyone on Twitter basically calls her the Batman of the series. She's got, you know, all this money.
So true.
She's got the butler, and you know, he's helping her and all this. But I think she's missing like, you know, gadgets and stuff to help her fight. But I definitely like watching her though when she gets like into a fight, because she's, I think, the most experienced fighter besides, you know, Makoto, of course.
That episode 13 or whatever, when she got really serious, that was really fun to watch.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Even like her very first episode, becoming a Precure, is kind of cool. Watching her, you know, get angry and fight is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I think we're both all on the same page here. Mana hasn't really changed, and the rest of them are kind of slowly getting their screen time here and there. And I guess the next part would be, since the series, you know, basically revolves around a monster of the week pretty much every episode. What has been like, I guess, your coolest and maybe weirdest looking monster so far?
Lots of weird ones. I don't really think Precure monsters count as being cool.
That's true.
I don't know, like the cell phone and the elephant, just basically when the bad guys started morphing with the monster of the week, things just got really weird.
Yeah, the cell phone was funny because it was weird because he clamps onto the girls and like shakes them. That's like his attack. And I'm like, this is kind of stupid. Like, I don't know what he's doing. And like you said, the merging with the items are kind of like, okay. Like the elephant was kind of random for me.
Yeah, I have no idea where the elephant came from.
Yeah, it's like, I think they're trying to do a heart catch thing where it's like they take the inner feelings and kind of change it into an object that represents them. But it's like, the elephant doesn't really make sense. And yeah, any cool ones for you so far, or not really?
Well, I guess I'd have to agree with you that the Karuta one was pretty cool, though that's a lot of Chihaya Furu right there, so...
Yeah, I was laughing in the episodes, like, because the monster's literally throwing giant cards at her, and she has to, like, use her whole body to, like, move the card out of the way. That's pretty funny. And, yeah, for me, I would add the soda can to the weird, because it's, like, shooting rockets at people. I'm like, this is kind of random. And, what about, I guess I already said cool ones. Yeah, the Karuta one was cool. I like that. They had a one in 17 that kind of like would turn people into stone. That was kind of interesting. It's always like when you see that happen, you're like, oh, come on, just attack them while they're stone in their statue form.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I was like, all you can do is turn around. Another one I would add to is probably the mirror from like episode 15. I think it was like if they shot an attack at it, it'd bounce it back at them.
So, oh yeah.
Those kind of episodes are like, they gotta plan a little bit before they just start swinging weapons and stuff around. And I guess the next bit would be favorite moment so far for you.
I really liked Regina's appearance. She just showed up and she's made the series awesome so far, so yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said before, she kind of introduces like a new energy to the series that kind of was lacking. I mean, I think Mana's funny and all, but it's like sometimes it's not, you know, her comedy is just not as great as maybe like Miyuki or Yayoi from Smile. And from mine so far, it'd be like the power-up weapons. They've got these cool crossbows, and just seeing how each character uses it in different ways, kind of interesting. Even though I'm disappointed that Makoto as Kira's sword didn't you turn hers into a sword, and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
well.
she says sword, but it's an arrow.
Yeah, and she just shoots like a barrage of arrows. I'm like, kind of disappointing, but that's fine.
Oh, in that line too, their combination attack is pretty cool. I forget what it's called, but yeah.
And I think I have that written down. I think it's like lovely something arrow. It's kind of weird. I like that too. And they have that cool animation of them like all standing like a row and they're all doing the same attack. Like
Mhm.
that's pretty cool. And the last thing I'd probably add in the moment so far, maybe the story is kind of like there actually is actual story this time in this series. Because I felt like Smile was just all over the place. Just,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Until they got to the very end.
Yeah, before this didn't have a story, but now it's starting to come together with everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're starting to get pieces of the puzzle here. And I guess the last and final part of this would be, what are our final thoughts on like, I guess, the future of this series, like where it's going and things you would like to see happen?
Number one, like, how far are you in Sweet?
I think I finished that like a long time ago.
Okay, because I'd really like Regina to turn out to be like Kier Muse, where since Kier Muse was like the daughter of the bad guy for that series, I'd really like Regina to join the Precure.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, she's halfway there. She looks like one.
Oh yeah, when she first appeared, like I said, her outfit kind of matches Kira Hart a little bit. So I was like, huh. But yeah, I agree on that. I would like to see her maybe become a Precure or do the thing with Small Whitby. She's like the surprise Precure at the very end. They had that with Candy. Did that at the end of that one. So that'd be kind of cool, like you said. I've seen this done in like Heartcatch did it with kind of, well, not really. They didn't really do that. But yeah, Suit's a good example of it. Fresh Precure does it. They have a villain who eventually switches sides, helping them out and becomes a Precure.
Yeah, that's always interesting when they do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see, for what I would like to see, maybe like more, I guess, obvious the story progression between the background characters like Alice, and you know, I want her to get like a solo episode where you get to learn more about her background, even like her parents, because we don't really know about her parents really, other than they're away, I guess.
We've seen that a bit with Rika, but not so much with Alice.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, with Rika, yeah, you're right. And yeah, I guess maybe them grow as a team. I would like to see, you know, Makoto kind of used to being around him, but I guess once we get past them finding the queen, maybe it might happen.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day they realize that that baby is the person they're looking for.
Yeah, I know, right? Because after Regina popped up, I was thinking, yeah, when I saw her and I saw Joe, I was like, he has blonde hair. I'm like, are they siblings? Like, that'd be kind of a cool story if they're like on opposing sides.
Oh, that would.
Yeah, like the brother is like trying to go against his dad because he thinks what he's doing is wrong, and you have the daughter who doesn't believe in that, and they could butt heads and fight. But yeah, with 17, they revealed that he's the queen's fiance. And I was like, that's kind of weird, different.
Yeah, because we just thought he was a creeper.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was just like, here's a transformation thing, and like a Cubase thing going on with him. I thought originally. And,
I have a baby and an egg, and nothing is weird about that.
Nothing weird about that, right? And I guess that's it for these. You know, we'll probably get back to maybe the other format, maybe do some written posts, but for now, this is a quick way of getting it out there. And I guess, anything final to say?
Nope. Thanks for having me on, Fosh.
Oh, no problem. It was fun to get this, you know, it's fun to talk about Precure and everything with the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's it. Well, see you guys later.
See ya.